You found the keystone crystal. Use it to unleash some skellies. Go chop down a tree.
A lot of Diablo-like games seem to devolve into strobing damage after a certain point. And I think there's something satisfying about that, but like... Oh. At the same time, I actually prefer to play Torchlight games, Diablo-style games. This is stupid. I prefer to play Diablo-style games where there's actually fewer enemies on the screen and then the abilities, like, more grounded ones. And Grim Dawn definitely was pretty ridiculous. But, like, I remember some fights from Grim Dawn. I don't remember anything from half of these games. You wanted a horde of boners, didn't you? Yeah. I'm kind of shocked that it doesn't cap me. But, there they go. Can I summon them even faster? No, it looks like there's a limitation. Well, we're not really going to be able to watch the mayhem. I guess we can. Yeah, they're just not living long enough. But that's fine. Hello, tree. What do you feel about my bears? Yeah, my bears do a fine amount of damage. And they're not dying. That's the beauty part. Okay. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Let's check out the area first. Just in case there's any goodies. Doesn't look like it. But I think I might have to go with the Baramageddon build for a little while. Hopefully I can get some more things that scale based on animal damage, just because. Must have missed these things. I was not exactly paying attention. Let's see. Damage per hit? No. No. See, I want things that boost my guys. Oh, Mana Steel. Yeah. Let's see. HP for animals from crits. So now I've got Mana Steel, which is going to make this even more ridiculous.
Yes, that was so exciting. The treant won't be bothering us again. We're now ready to move onwards.
Once sacred temples and palaces of the undead have been overrun with the filthy living creatures, we must restore order and gain access to the desert through these catacombs. Let's go back for a little bit longer. So, okay, this is taking a little bit more time than I was expecting, but not that much. Okay, Commander. These deeds don't seem to pay out particularly well. Unsubscribe unwanted undead here. Huh. Bears. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more animal creatures. I'm actually surprised how few animals there are in this game, honestly. But whatever. Okay, so we can't unlock any more of those. Now we could do Book of Horde. Wizardry. Wizardry might not be a bad idea. Determination or reduced mana costs. We'll have to see, though. Amulet of Order. Extra command cap, extra animal attack speed. Yeah, let's go with this. It's not quite as much attack speed, but I figure if I want to go full bear, this is better. Okay. And I've got the enchanted bear skull, which I don't think I want to get rid of for a while. Unfortunately, we're going to lose it eventually. Now, this does have mana regen speed. There's a possibility that I could get it to be even better. Wait, hold on. Now, let's just, How much money do I still have? I got plenty. Okay. So what this will do is, yeah, I don't care about enemies can't block your rays. Don't care about projectiles, and I won't heal my bears. However, my mana regen's like at a 30% speed, give or take. And we can just, hopefully we can actually just keep those buffs up 100% of the time. If we're lucky. If not, I don't know. What's through the left side of the crypt? That's just the first level. There's nothing interesting there, unfortunately. Anything interesting back here? Supposedly there's secrets that I've missed, but I don't know. But that was ridiculous. And effective? Well, anyway, I got more chickens. Hello. Alright, I just want to try bear build here. Oh. No, never mind. I thought for a second this is my new dungeon. I got excited.
Finally, we've been waiting for the Chosen One for decades. The bridge across the chasm is blocked, but we can restore it if you can find the crystals powering the thing. The mindless living have scattered themselves around the catacombs. I'm sure the first is within the orc camp on this level.
I'm liking the dagger. The other weapons feel a little slow. Oh, precise axe. And it's a yellow. Important. Bears! Okay, so I can't exactly keep 100% uptime on some of these, many of these. And my bears are getting killed. Okay. Damn it. Unfortunately, I have, like, no durability here. Sucks a little bit. Alright. So, orcs are a little bit tougher than I'd like. See, have you tried scythes yet? Scythes have an AoE. Which is pretty cool. I don't really have much of an immediate use for it, admittedly. Because, like, most of the time, like, I don't really even want to be, like, in the forefront of a fight. Orcs have hoarded massive amounts of loot in the adjoining chamber. The evil should have it. Die. I'm digging the mana steel.
I might know where you could find the key. First, you need to give me something. In the palace below, there's this duke. He once stole something of mine. It's a very special sword made of bone. Bring it to me and I'll tell you about the key.
Are we supposed to... Are we just supposed to go to a completely different zone here? Yeah, we probably are. So, side zones aplenty. Ouch. But yeah, so scythes, I think, hit up to, like... If I'm not mistaken, scythes hit, like... I think they hit 6 enemies at once, but for significantly less damage. If you went for, like, a full sword build, I could see it becoming kind of ridiculous. But that's, like, the only way. Unfortunately, it seems like the orcs are actually just regular units, just slightly upgraded. I mean, they hit a lot harder. They killed me pretty quick, or got pretty close to killing me. I'm not sure if I like linear upgrades like that. Like, going back to the whole thing of, like, you know, is it worth it having upgrades just for the sake of slightly larger numbers? And I'd honestly prefer it if every single gear piece was actually distinct and interesting in a different way, as opposed to just being, like, you know, mild variations on the same. Okay, undead heroes. A foul stench fills the catacomb. As something escapes the chest, perhaps the crypt keeper knows what happened.
Follow my lead.
I don't really want to go to a different zone. I'm actually pretty tired at this point, so I think I'm just going to keep going. And yeah, I've already seen those pressure plates before. They're nothing fancy. Die. It does feel like going caster build. Originally I was a little bit more poo-pooey on it in favor of, like, more command cap. But it does feel like having a very high, like, spell cap here is not a bad system. Especially with the with just life stealing my way through everything. It's like, well, it's not a healing spell per se, but it gets the job done. Destroy the building. Oh, geez, most of my guys are archers. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here working on this. Just let those guys lifesteal their way through things. Oh, good. I can just hold down the attack button. That's nice.
Come here, strike them down. We shall burn the
There we go.
land living.
Yay. I do need a higher command cap, though. My horde is not nearly hordy enough. And it upsets me. Okay. You. I'm gonna take the, nope, that's nothing. Yeah, Bone Wall's not bad. Now, do I get... Okay, so Mana Steel does not work against, Mana Steel does not work against buildings. That's unfortunate. Kinda hoping it would. Oh, well, it's fine. Destroy the tent. Burn the tent! A tent. That is a durable tent.
You shall serve me well.
What do they make the... What do orcs make their tents out of? Like, a regular orc takes, I'm gonna say, about 10 stabs to kill. And I'd say a tent takes about 100. Now, either they make their tents out of something ridiculous, or everybody is extremely paper thin, and... Oh, yeah.
Attack, follow me. Strike them down.
You wanna help?
Burn them down.
Kinda. Okay. We've got just a smidge left. Now let's clear out this level and then probably call it. Because we have a lot more. Oh,
Follow
no,
my
come back.
lead.
Hey, charge! Well, not me. Oh, I don't want to get murked here. I'm too flimsy for that.
You shall serve me well.
Okay.
Gather here. Attack my
What is going on in this room? Because we've got, like, some special-ish rooms.
Follow my lead.
It works.
Destroy them. Gather round.
You have awoken us, die. Oh. I mean, they're not putting up much of a fight. You're worthy of our prize. Prize? We got a health shrine and some mana. Probably this thing over here. Yep, this thing over here on the left. Okay, so we got some goodies. I should pay attention. Max mana damage, melee cooldown, crit. No. See, 2 mana steal, but it's much slower. Okay, what is this? Command cap is doubled. Horde HP and damage is halved. So we did get the double strike book of Horde. So melee cooldown, crit reset. Oh, does that mean... I see, so whenever you crit, you get a second hit. Can I summon more? It's probably not worth it. Or all of the corpses have just disappeared. No, here they are. Mine! Gonna wait here. Let's just get even more. Yeah, that's insane if you can up your crit chance. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a whole lot of things that manually let me do so. But that could get really ridiculous really fast. Okay, so what's up with this gate up here? Is it just like... Yeah, I guess it's just another way in. What happens when you increase your horde then swap the book? Interesting question. I don't know.
Follow my lead.
Okay. So, I think there's one more room I haven't been in yet. I want to go quickly double check. Unless this is where I came in. No, there's something here.
Attack my minions. Come
Nothing.
here.
Yeah, there's something behind that, but no.
Yes, go now and try activating one of the power pillars.
My quest for domination.
Good, now here's a key which opens the way to the second level. You need to find the other crystals as well. They're here somewhere.
Okay, so got more tasks to do. But first, I'm gonna go back to the crypt of the necromancer. I almost said necrodancer. And, let's see. Obviously, we've got a nice, tidy horde of orcs now. Get rid of a lot of them. Now, here's the thing. Oh, I leveled up. These are important things to check out. So, Command 44, it's okay. Justice really still isn't worth it. Honestly, gonna go sword. That's a big ol' health boost. Decent amount of command. Let's see if the game lags with the amount of chickens that I'm going to be throwing at it. My god. This is probably useless. Okay, we need to get into one fight. I don't even care. Oh. I gotta make it worth it somehow. What the? Oh. Command camp is full. Okay. Unlock that. Okay, can't unlock it. Upgrade anymore. Damage per hit. Mana steel. Yeah, some of these are going to be kind of sweet eventually-ish. Ring of Haste. Movement and attack speed. That's okay. The Wise Book. Mana capacity. Amulet of Anti-Venom. Poison resistance. Why is that a thing? Why do we even need to care about poison? We have undead. I'm confused about this. Okay, and then Arcane Wall. Seems neat. Okay, we have something else to give to the commander. Anything else? Oh, Crypt Keeper.
What you saw was the spirit of a long dead hero escaping. Dazbog must be near. The orcs are surely holding him captive somewhere in the catacombs. We should try and find and rescue him.
Okay, so we just have a quest. Oh, this is amusing. Okay, so time for a little bit of Cluckomancy. They're probably all going to die, but I figured, why not? What? Oh. I guess we gotta go around. See, this is why I want to be able to customize my units and stuff, because I want to actually make Cluckomancy, like, legitimately effective, and worthwhile. Because it would be kind of neat if, instead of resurrecting dead enemies consistently, sometimes you're just resurrecting, oh, this one's open. Sometimes you're just resurrecting a certain number of, like, whatever unit type. Specifically, you know, if I always just, like, periodically summon a bunch of chickens. Oh my god, look at that circle. It's really goofy looking. Shattered Palace. Once this was an underground palace with an influential undead duke. Now it's infested with the living, and one of the crystals lies within the ruins. If you please, the ex-duke. Maybe he will help you continue. Okay. Let's just find some unfortunate victims. Hello! This is laughably underwhelming. That is really lame. I'm gonna go back to the Crypt of the Necromancer for a second. They aren't actually half bad. They're worthless! I think they killed like 4 guys. So, this kind of goes back to my thing about, like, wanting some of these, to be like, just everything is kind of a side grade, but different, you know, each and every one of these unit types is slightly different. So instead of being like, you know, this does a DPS 7, DPS 20, DPS 14 and stuff, it's actually much more of like a, everything is kind of on a flat scale. All of your equipment doesn't increase your numbers, it increases, like, what you do in different ways. And so, you know, because currently, like, it's just a bit of a shame that the chickens don't do anything, and admittedly, you know, maybe I just need to not have the horde going, because I'm sure the chickens just do actually no damage. But it would be kind of cool to be able to, like, build around certain things. I guess let's try, like, bear army. Unfortunately, we've got the horde thing, so their HP and damage is going to be lower. But maybe with vampirism, it'll be okay. I'm just going to chuck them at a couple of orcs. And then I'm probably going to go sleep. I'm very tired. I got some snacks with my name on it. We went to a Japanese grocery store the other day. Yesterday. It was good. Okay, so the answer is no, the bears suck. Man, they were useful for a bit. But it's like, what's the point of having like a very heavy animal build when it's very, very clear that, like, yeah, just go full orc. Because the orcs are just that considerably better. And yeah, I gotta take off the Book of the Horde. And obviously I took off more than I could chew. But even then, like, they died real fast. Yeah, let's take the book off. It is not actually worth it. Yeah, no, not feeling any of these. It's interesting, but I just feel like it needs something different or something else, or I don't know. I'm just disappointed. It's like, how do I describe it? If everything is linear upgrade, then all of the lower tiers are kind of low-key meaningless. Because it's just like, alright, well, let's just go get the next melee dude. I think it would be better if the guardsman and the orc warrior were almost side grades. You know, the orc warrior might be a little bit more expensive and does a little bit more damage. But the guardsman, say, has more survivability or something like that. But, like, let's see, guardsman command value is 14. Orc warrior is 25, but the orc warrior has almost 3 times as much HP and over twice as much, like, DPS and stuff. Like, it's not exactly... It's very weighted in the orc warrior's favor, especially with stuff like the vampirism ring. I almost feel like the statistical differences should actually come from my equipment instead. You know, base my minion stats based on the equipment I'm wearing instead of, you know, their kind of core stats. And they just have, like, percentage values extrapolated based off of that instead. Because I think that would be more interesting. It would actually let you use older units in interesting ways if there were differences. Unfortunately, it's like the axemen, you know, just... So the peasant just gets turned into the axeman, which gets turned into the guardsman, which gets turned into the orc warrior, so on and so forth. It's not that big of a deal, but it's like, it's a little sad. And, you know, there are some, like, standouts. Like, some of these guys over here look like they might be kind of interesting. Maybe? Specifically the giant. Maybe the goblin shaman? Maybe? Or, like, a bunch of clerics? But, I don't know. Because, yeah, the OP setup is Horde of Chickens. I mean, we just tried that. It was so useless. So, I don't know. These are just my thoughts. I'm still enjoying the game, but I feel like there's kind of... The potential is missed in favor of just Diablo-style equipment upgrades. Which ultimately, like, none of them is... the only thing that actually stood out as anything reasonably interesting was the mana steal. Because I could actually use that to make an interesting build, or effectively just go full, you know, mana stabbing mode. Anywho. If you're wondering why I'm even, like, kind of whinging about these things, it's actually because I know the developers tend to listen in and stuff, and I like Undead Horde to be as good as it could be, because I'm enjoying it. I just want to see, like, you know, I want to see it be, like, the best game it can possibly be. So with this, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I can't keep my eyes open any longer, so I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everybody.